Hey, this is Harpo. Wanted to bring everybody up to date on our most recent war. I like this new feature we can see the war stats. Looking at our war stats, we've been winning approximately 66, so about approximately two-thirds of the time. That's pretty good. Let's look at our most recent war with the Lord of Clans, where the final score was 28-19. We missed it by 2 stars. In terms of attacking us, their number one attacker attacked both me and Billy. He was a very good attacker, frankly. One of the better attacks that's made against me and Billy, except for the fact he just didn't have the level of troops. He did a mass Valk on me, which was more of a town hall dive, and on Billy he used 16 bowlers, but they were only level 2. For the most part, they left a lot of stars all the way down. Can't be doing that. On our side, all but 2 got 3-starred. So, let's take a look at the first one. Now, I'll be entering from the bottom right, and I've attacked these bases several times before, and with good success, making sure that you don't go at it directly at the center, and that's why the jump's off to the right. Get some distraction in to get that weapon out of there so that it won't pull everything to the side. Get everybody in. Alright, bowlers are doing massive damage right now. That double bounce thing, when things are packed together tight, it's just an invitation for bowlers to go crazy. As we're moving through the base, we got the queen on the right. Bowlers just massacring everything else. It's nicely rounding out. And of course that dragon in the clan castle didn't really hurt. Healers have been pretty good about transferring from one bowler to the next, staying on a group, keeping them healed. And despite this guy's best defenses, it's a 3-star. Now it's just a matter of cleanup. Anyway, let's take a look at my next attack, which basically was very similar in terms of army. You know, the game is developed into a either you're a mass bowler, mass Valk, or mass miner. Some people have said, well, they're going to nerf 1, 2, or all 3 of those. But I'm not so sure that's going to be true. I think what's going to happen is, instead of nerfing them, they're going to continue making the defenses at Town Hall 11 stronger to the individual, like the bowlers, the mass, to defeat kind of the mass type of attacks that are going on. In theory, that should solve the problem. That's probably the way they think about it. It's probably not the way most people want to think about it. I don't think it's ruined the game or anything. It's sure been nice to 3-star Town Hall 11s again, and especially in war. And there's more to it than simply, you know, picking a spot and going to it. There actually is some talent to this, I'd like to say, and so I look forward to that. I don't think we'll get an update until mid-November when ClashCon is, I do think that we'll get the type of update I'm talking about at that time. And the outside Tesla with a bomb, always deadly, especially near an end of an attack and you think you got it and suddenly, oh no. Anyway, so that was 6 stars. Well, Billy had attacked it before, and I knew that about that outside Tesla and the bomb and a few other things. Thank you, Billy. I'm going to show Turds. He did a pretty good job. He's got giants and vaults with healers. Ooh, break on an 8. That's tough. Yeah, the break on the, the last couple times I've tried to do a break on an 8, you just have to be absolutely centered to break both sides. Alright, that was actually, may work out okay because he built that so that everything would swing in. Hopefully that the air doesn't take out the healers. Alright, we had dragons and some wizards in Clan Castle. Nothing to get too excited about as long as... Although if they get on those bowlers without the queen behind them, this may be a problem. Got 2 Valks on the right, king on the left. Queen's still got her cloak. Golem's still distracting. Got the royals back together. I always like to see that. Dang Larrys. Interesting base layout, though. It's kind of a tough one. Anyway, good job, Turd. Alright, let's take a look at, I believe it's Billy's. It's a good attack, good strong attack. It was a tough base. Hogs with golems. Starts off clearing the funnel. Hogs to the left. Again, dragons and wizards. Yeah, anytime your royals get hung up like that, the best thing to do is rage them and get them back in play. I've seen far too many people wait too long on using their cloaks and shields and either run out of time or other troops absolutely get massacred. Used to be you wanted to save those royals until some damage was taken, and you know, I don't know if that's true anymore. You use them more strategically, especially the warden. Usually, especially if you're doing mass drops, you're going to be using the warden within 15-20 seconds of your drop in order to be most effective. So Billy's working through the base nicely. There was just too much crap going on. The dragon ended up being a good defense against that. And she's going to take a nice percentage here. Then we have Cecil. 3 stars. Builder's hut in the corners. You know, I can see that in a Town Hall 8, but I don't know at this level. Let's get some. Whoa. Okay, good funnel building. Was that a haste? Working through the village nicely. Like I said, normally I like to see battle lines and, you know, one troop defending for the other. So this is, you know, good definition of that. She's got troops on the outside. I wonder if they forgot the corners. Oh, still got the corners out there. And once that last Tesla goes out on the Golemite, I think that's the end of it at that point. Then it's just a matter of cleanup. That was an excellent job. Let's go. And mad dash to clean up the corners. Interesting. Alright, let's take a look at the next one. Oh no, Zeppo! I did have the benefit of a previous attack. And I always waste one order to avoid a wizard going back distracted. Let's get that clan castle in and build a cut to the center so the hogs can ring. Good support to take out that dragon. Let's take a closer look. Oh, Larrys are always in the center. Be no creative. And the hogs are working through nicely. Queen's sort of following behind them, which is actually working out quite advantageously. And look at those dang bowlers just keep plowing through there. They picked up the Queen's healers, and there's no mercy. Those second bounces are going from one thing to the next, and you know, you can double their firepower. Yep, see, they took at that archer tower before the rest of the Queen's group even showed up. They're great to have in the clan castles, all I can say. I mean, I'm making a lot of bowlers lately. I hope everybody's using them, learning how to use them. I guess you got to pick either bowlers or Volks, because right now the state of the game is mass attacking, and pick your poison and get it upgraded and join the party, shall we say. And Zeppo takes out one up. And as his first attack, blind. A baby square, sort of. I see these a lot when I'm reading with Zeppo. I think if you're going to do it, you've got to separate the moat of the center by at least base. Oh, there comes my clan castle bowlers. They're just gonna. Oh, they stole the healers, which is fine. I'm fine with that. A little troublesome when I saw that because it didn't look like anybody was in there to take out the dragon, but I guess there were enough wizards hiding in all the things going on that they took it out. So, let's take out about half the base before we even think about bringing the hogs in. Just continue sweeping around. With bowlers, I generally don't worry about walls except the first wall because they will go through almost any wall quickly. But they tend to bunch up if you're loading them out at the beginning. Alright, they're now into the center. Continuing through the cleanup. Get my king raged. I just needed him to get through the wall. At this point I was starting to sweat time, I believe. A couple of my attacks have been, especially the Harpo ones, they're 2-3 milliseconds sometimes, it seems. Anyway, an awful lot of troops still out running around. One of our newcomers. Glad to have you. Always good to have enthusiastic people. Alright, plenty of blocking. Lots of alts. Like to see that. Problem with this design is it's very predictable. It's not a particularly good design for war. But he does an excellent job against it. You know, adding that little dragon was an interesting touch. You know, the normal rule of thumb is air or land. You know, don't troops unless there's a reason. But it ended up being pretty effective. Oh, he's plowing through. At his level, he probably doesn't have to worry about time, so cloaking the time you cloak the queen really probably matters much. Joe, good to have you. And we have the peach. I always like to see a good clan castle poll. And tripped a bomb. Pretty efficient use of the hogs. Yeah, get those archers spread out. Get that dragon down quickly. Although with archers it takes an awful long time. It's good to throw a wizard or two in, but don't throw your queen. Don't waste your queen on a dragon in the clan castle. Strong presence, working through with the hogs right through the center. That's a nice release. You got a good spread on those, and especially when you have all the defenses that are inside and all the resources on the outside. I mean, that's just an invitation to be hogged. And of course those Larrys are going to chase those hogs until all the defenses are gone, and then bye Larrys. We've got hardly troops that have, been dismissed, shall we say. Oh, we're going to have to walk through that other thing, and there'll be a bomb there or a jump, which won't matter. Oh, there's both. And bomb should be gone. Nice cleanup. And finally, we have another new member to our clan. Very enthusiastic. Taking on Broken Bones. Like to see someone who does the clan castle pull at this level. I mean, even as at my Town Hall 11, if I can get an easy clan castle pull, I'll take it, so at least I know. Once I know, then I could deal with it differently. Been experimenting with what was in these lower Town Hall 9s and Town Hall 8 clan castles for us defending, and I put Zeppos over to a baby drag, a vault, and 2 bowlers, and I think that's going to be pretty effective. I'll see how it is over time. And I've been putting Mets and COCs sort of along the same lines. At some point, they can pick their own at any time, but I've been watching those replays, so I know, what's going on. Of course, Dang Dragon's got like a breath left here. Get your poison in there. Get your poison in there. Yeah, get those bowlers in there. Nice distribution. Has a lot of work to do. Oh, nice for those Pikas that one of those Teslas was on the outside. They keep going through and very nice job. And again, the advantage of the bowlers, he can throw over the fence and not be attacked. So that was a great deal. That was a good attack. Look forward to seeing more with you. And finally, right after I got done with war, I thought, oh, let's go out and raid. And I found little Bo Peep. She's gonna lose her sheep. I thought, oh, well, geez, that's pretty close to the base I just got done with in the war. Bring it on! Pretty standard. This is my rating composition. It may be a little expensive on the DE, but the only upgrade I have left on DE is minions. And I don't even think I've made a minion except when somebody asks in 3 months. So it's not a high priority. I'm anxious to get miners upgraded. You know, with a lot of the troops, the level 1 and level 2 troops, you know, just suck. Brought the goblins in there because I needed that wizard tower not to attach onto the bowlers, you know. The object of the game is keep those bowlers alive in my mind. And of course, instead of walking the archers on the left, you know, they're right by the opening. They have to go make their own. And anytime I hear that air defense going off against my healers, first thing I look at is whether I should rage my queen, because is there any way that raging my queen is going to get that AD down any faster? Because I like to save my healers. So I'm working through this guy. I think this was one of these attacks where I ended up being, you know, within seconds of my 3-minute mark. Working through it, the clock, but there's nothing I can do at this point. Realize I've still got a bunch of archers down in the left-hand corner, but as you will shortly see, they only go so far. Now my healers are nicely trading off, you know, healing up the warden and the queen. Although it seems to stick on the warden much more than it needs to be. Once the warden is healed, you know, go find other troops. Yeah, I saw my archers kiss it goodbye there. Let's speed this up. At this time, I'm really sweating. I'm saying, oh no, there's one more little archer down there. Maybe she'll get through and get that last one. I counted it down. I thought it was going to be short one. Come on, get through there. Oh. Anyway, it was a great war, guys. Congratulations on the win. Finally, I've got 5 archer towers upgrading. If you want to come take a look at the new ones, come and take a look at my village. You can also see sort of the rate at which I'm raiding. Each archer tower is 9 million, and I'm running about 48 hours, which means I'm raiding about 4.5 million per day. Anyway, have a good one, folks.